EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from Santa Clara. This taken at the 5. We'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
Mike, this defense talked all week about the importance of coming out fast and starting this game the right way. And it's less about the loss of yards there on that first play and more about just setting the tone. Hey, we're going to be here all day. We're bringing it. And boy, did they ever.
They'll go again with White. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield by Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start? Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run over center with White. Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to take this all the way home. Rashad White, touchdown, 49ers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Laviska Shenault. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The first snap, and Murray goes to the air. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On second down, Murray. That's caught by Harrison right side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Murray on third down. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's already 2 catches for this guy, and we haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet. And that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Murray now to throw on first down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Murray going to hand this to Benson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
On first and 10, Murray. Pass complete there to Harrison. He is in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. Butker's extra point is good. And the Cardinals come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. First and 10 for Purdy. His throw left side is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Cowboy 80. Cup 19. Cup 19. Get up.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
On second down, a run with White. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Ready.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Now Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over just shy of midfield.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Again, it's Benson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On first down, Murray. Quick hitting slant there. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And a short pickup down inside the 10. Now a second down throw from Murray.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike. I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On third down, Murray. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. Butker's kick is good. And the Cardinals will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 94 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, it is one of the most exciting plays in football. Rare that we see it, but when it all comes together and works out in a return for a touchdown, it is truly something special.
And it is, Mike. It is because we don't see it very often. In a world of the ever-increasing touchback, we don't see a lot of returns in this league. So when you get one, let alone one as exciting as that, man, it is fun to watch.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, it's Chenault. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First down throw for Murray. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's taken down on what should be the final play. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. On first and 10, here's Benson. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They go play action for Murray. That's caught downfield by McBride. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Shit. What you got?
A give. Here's Benson. And he'll work this into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line, taken down after a gain of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Benson. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal.
Big
Murray. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Murray. And he'll be taken down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Bass's kick is good. And the 49ers extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Murray. He's going to go up top here for McBride. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Go! Left wing 19. Take go.
Now Purdy. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On a zone read, a give to White. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down.
18, Pioneer. Ready, ready.
From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll find his running back, White. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
Bigger. Come on.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Go on.
Higgins sent in motion.
Omaha. Yeah. Two.
On the handoff, this is Benson. Room to run at the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Hey. Hey, Ace. Two.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. That sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Omaha.
On 2nd down, Murray. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. And it's probably a touchdown.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Now Murray. And that is incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cardinals are back within 5.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
A return now from the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. On 1st and 10, Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Throwing again is Purdy. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now Bass to tack on the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
1st and 10. A handoff, running left is Benson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Murray now. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
That's taken in by the running back, Benson. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's an Arizona 1st down. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Go on, hurry. Hey.
They'll throw on 1st down with Murray. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
First and 10. Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Third and long. Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to White. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. Card's going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Logan Cook now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. So we hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers in the lead, as we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This taken around the 11. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. Murray now off the bootleg. First down throw there is incomplete.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
Now Murray to throw on second down. Quick throw taken in, and that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Come on.
They'll try and run here with Benson. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he's going to have a Cards first down as they get 4 on 4th and inches.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. It's out wide to try the tight end screen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Come on.
Murray looking to throw. Here's a screen set up for Benson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
They'll run here with Benson. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Swim.
They'll send a tight end in motion. On the ground, it's Benson. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Third and long.
Hey, Ace, Ace.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, The receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
On second down, here's Murray. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice job initially by the quarterback. He feels that immediate pressure, and he's able to escape the pocket. Now, you're hoping somebody uncovers. One of your targets becomes free, but it became pretty clear that he wasn't going to be able to have anybody to deliver the ball to, and does the right thing by getting rid of it.
On third down, Murray. He'll find his tight end, McBride. And the Cardinals are looking at a first and goal as he's taken down at the 2-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Butker now to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals have cut the deficit to 5. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Purdy. This is brought in downfield by Judy. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Check, Panther.
On the handoff, it's White. He's got space inside the 25. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. They'll run here. It's Ford. Good blocking, and he's in. Jerome Ford. Touchdown, 49ers. The extra point by Bass is good. And the 49ers will extend this third quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Renardo Green. Here's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Ford. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now it's White. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Man in motion here is Tucker. 3rd down. Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Green. Bug. Big ass open.
On 1st and 10, Murray. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on... Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
What?
From the gun, it's Murray. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it'll be 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down, sack. 2nd down, big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
And that is incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. From the gun, it's Purdy. Taking off. And Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the 1st down in the process.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
A give, and here's White. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Here's Ford. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9. A tight end in motion now. Off the play fake, Purdy. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Third down and 9. On 3rd down, it's White.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the 49ers will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now, Murray on the bootleg. That's caught. It's the tight end, Tip Ryman. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Murray going to hand this to Benson. And not a whole lot there as he'll get to midfield, and that's all. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Play action. It's Murray. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a 1st down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Murray. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So often, Mike, we see some of the biggest explosive plays in the passing game come from the quarterback extending the play outside of the pocket. Really nice job here by the coverage. They remain sticky on their receivers, nowhere to go with the ball, and all he's able to do is throw this one away.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Again, it's Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a...
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he'll be out of bounds, but gives them some breathing room. Up to the 35-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
The drive begins with a run by White. Not much happening there, just a short game. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready? Check up.
Up the middle they go. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll stay on the ground. Finds an alley to the 35. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, it's Chenault. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. First and 10. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. Second down and 8. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And here's the first carry for the power back, Dameon Pierce. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Once again, it's Pierce. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll try it now with Pierce. And he's going to have the Cardinals first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. They'll stay on the ground with Pierce. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll send a tight end in motion. Handoff, they go left with Pierce. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, You know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. Second down and 3. A run here with Pierce. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Third down, 3 to go. They'll try and run it here with Pierce. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. Here's Pierce. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. Just 1 second. All that remains in the football game as the kick is away. So a win here for the 49ers. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.